The Freemasons not only founded Savannah, Georgia, they laid the whole thing out and built most of the buildings there. Let me take you to my Savannah, Georgia. Just click on Google Earth, go to the City Hall, click on Street View, and look right there. Jill, did you know that Georgia was the 13th colony and that we're the 13th star on that flag? Oh, and thank you for the chips. She's watching me do a TikTok here. Savannah, Georgia was the first planned city in the United States. And when you think about the 13th colony being laid out with 13 streets just like a flag, and that area right there, that's a graveyard. I actually lived in that house right there. The Freemasons Hall right here, or the Savannah Cotton Exchange, is the first building built over a major roadway in the United States. And the reason that they built it over the roadway was so that they could line the wagons up and count the cotton that went down to River Street in Savannah, Georgia. It's called Upper Factors Walk, but if you go click on that little ellipse I did, it'll take you to underground Savannah. This is a typical $1 bill, and you can see how many times the number 13 pops up on it, on just this half of it. This side of the bill is just as interesting. It's got that word right there, and then it's got that word right there, and then it's got 13 steps that lead up to the all-seeing eye of the great architect, which is back to that word. And then again, that number right down there. Let me show you what I know about that. In 1860, the Freemasons exchanged gold for cotton in this building right here. In the early 1860s, just before the Civil War, the Freemasons used to sit right here and watch almost 1 billion pounds of cotton go underneath this building annually. And cotton was worth $1 a pound. So every year, $1 billion worth of gold bars were received by the Freemasons in this building. So a dollar bill back in 1860 would be a $20 bill right now. So that meant that there were $20 billion worth of gold on the streets of Savannah. I was an architect student at the art college is why I studied all of this stuff. Savannah was built on a 40-foot tall embankment so that the Freemasons could build tunnels throughout the city. Savannah was built as a fort to protect Charleston, South Carolina, her sister city. Charleston, South Carolina has 17 miles of documented tunnels that run throughout the city. Savannah, Georgia has 0. That's because you don't tell anybody with a fort where your tunnels are. But we know Savannah is full of tunnels. You know, when the guys up north asked these fellas right here to pay taxes on $20 billion, well, that's right around when the Civil War started. Solomon, with his 666 talents of gold, that's Solomon. If you want to take a Christian journey with me, like and follow the trumpet for more. I'm Ezekiel 33:3.